totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbin makes Valery Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judges going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that. I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Saturday. Is he?
You fucking right.
The boys getting ready for next week, episode 351, Boxing Asylum Nutters podcast. Let us move on to Bellew of the week. Strong week, got a lot on my phone. I'm sure the guys have got a few as well. Jason Chucker, who's in the chat there, giving it large. Fancies AJ early. Lift off, says Jason. Indeed, lift off with this Bellew of the week. Donald Trump putting a picture of himself on top of Rocky, photoshopping the heads, Gavin Stevens. Does this count as the Bellew of the week?
Yes, it does, because look at the retweets, likes and comments that he got. Almost a fucking million in responses, man. Honest to God. He's got like 650,000 likes and then about 500,000 responses and retweets combined. It's just fucking incredible.
Trump, he's no Don Trella, as far as I'm concerned. Let's get Donny back on the pod at some point. Daniel has nominated Colin Cooper. Colin was letting us know his plans about the AJ Ruiz rematch. My original plan was to watch the Manchester Derby and then put the boxing on. I have changed my mind. We'll watch boxing from 5 PM and the Sky plus the football. Can we make sure, please, Sky, there are no football references during the boxing? Example, hints on the result. Yeah, I'm sure they're listening to you, Colin. I'm sure they're listening. Dylan Roberts has been nominated. He's nominated Matthew Macklin for replying to a Jeremy Corbyn parody account. Joe Lands has nominated Derry Matthews. Derry said, have seen people on here giving Callum Smith stick for Saturday. He's a world-class fighter who didn't perform to his best but still won. This city and country need to back their own instead of getting on their back. 952 retweets and counting for Dirty Derry there.
Was there
Martin Hurry?
Was Macklin by any chance upset at Corbyn because of his affiliations to certain groups? Because if so, people in glass houses and all that, you know what I mean?
What shouldn't they throw, Rob? Just stones.
Incendiary devices.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw incendiary devices. Good stuff, rapping Rob Kelly there, bringing it as always on this Sunday evening. Martin Hurry has nominated Lukey Boxing. I think this is the troll account now. Lukey said Deontay Wilder is a Hall of Famer already, in my opinion. What do you all think? Colin was talking to Billy Nelson about the up-and-coming heavyweights on the world scene. Billy Nelson said, live young opponents, Martin Bakole and Hrgovic, in my opinion, are the two dangerous up-and-coming guys. Bakole TBE says Gord Tiger Nonce, nominating Billy there. We also had another nomination come in for Billy last week, Terry M, over on the YouTube page. Bellew of the week for that Matchroom Gimp rimmer, Billy Nelson. Rims all day on Twitter since Martin Bakole signed with them. So a nomination for him there. Not happy about that type of work. What about this, Andy, from you, nominating Dean White, aka Lamar Scott. Even when the ref waved it off, talking about the AJ fight, in his face there was a bit of condensation.
It must have been cold and wet inside.
Freaking, there's not been any condensation in Saudi anyway, I wouldn't have thought.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. It'll dry up pretty quick, you know.
I'd say so, get wiping them windows. Lee Wiley said, why anyone would say this fella is their favourite boxer is beyond me. Then he put up a picture of Roberto Duran, bit of Sugar Ray Leonard as well. Dominic Hustler jumped in. Reminds me of Shannon Courtney, that shimmy. Danny Robson nominated him for that, comparing Shannon Courtney with Roberto Duran.
Yeah, I mean, there's a combination never thought you'd hear before, since or after, eh? Duran and Shannon Courtney. Where's Ozzy, by the way? He needs to answer this question. He'd fucking love that one.
What? Hands of stone and face of stone.
Who smokes more out of two of them? Flip me. Andy, another one from you. Nominating Luis Neri, removed as WBC Bantamweight Mandatory Challenger. This is harsh on Neri. Why have they removed the poor fella?
I don't know, mate. I think it was hard lines myself. Actually, clearly he's a just and legit athlete who does everything he can to make weight. Doesn't use PEDs and stuff like that. This is clearly a mistaken identity, and hopefully WBC find it in their powers, aka Mr. Solomon, to basically reinstate him, because he's clearly been victimised. Bollocks.
Absolutely, Andy. I love a Luis Neri nomination. Andy's nominated Glennis the Menace as well for talking shit about Deontay Wilder. Des Watson has thrown us in a nomination too. Joe Kennedy has nominated Haz Haroun, former winner of this title. Haz Haroun hasn't been around for a while, but he's back with a strong nomination. Also, Dillian White is back against Marius Wack, as announced by Michael Benson. Haz Haroun jumped in and said, "The king is back," at Dillian White. Babs said, "The king of what exactly?" And Haroun said, "The guy's a millionaire and done well for himself. Top 5 heavyweight boxer, nothing to criticise." No, Haroun, I guess there isn't. Dillian White,
no.
Nothing to criticise.
Still no top 5 though, is he?
Fucking hell. Nothing to criticise about him, Andy. He's going about his work the right way as far as Haz Haroun's concerned.
Yeah, that's right, but the Benjamins didn't get you in the Hall of Fame, did they?
Fucking hell. Nothing to criticise. Okay, yeah. Where's he been for the last 6 months, you prick? Rob Harold has nominated Will Michael, 1983. I would love it for AJ to properly knock out Ruiz. A Lewis Rackman 2 style knockout would be spectacular and really put the heavyweight division back on notice. Dave Knight has nominated someone called Heavy D. Sparring with the pros in preparation for my fight on December the 15th, says Heavy D. Well, I hope he's in against a dead body, judging by that sparring. Yeah, not great. Coach has been nominated by JJ LaSelva, talking about Ortiz. William Lee's nominated Cash Youssef, comparing Josh Taylor boxing with Ben Stokes in the cricket. Colin and Diego Baez has been nominated by Holt. Floyd should come out of retirement to face this guy, says Colin. He's talking about Deontay Wilder. Yeah, was just going to say the same, says Diego. Should be a good fight if they ever fight. Yeah, Wilder against Floyd. Yeah, I don't think so. Chris Mason has nominated Philip Michael. You know what's crazy, says Philip. 5 years ago, Bronze Bomber and Triple G had similar careers, knocking out overmatched foes, except one was labelled a fraud and the other hailed as an invincible all-time great. Crazy part, of the two, Deontay turned out to be the real one. Imagine that. Chris Mason, darts legend on form as well, nominating Adam Abramovitz. Saturday Night Boxing. The heavyweight division was dead for 15 years. Now we suddenly find ourselves in a great era. Wonderful time to be a fan of heavyweight boxing. Davey Taggart has nominated Ray. That's Abramovitz, former pod appearer.
Yeah, I know,
Hasn't
but
been on for a while.
he's got his opinion. But heavyweight division, we say if it wasn't for Ruiz, it'd have been fucking shite then, and it would have been shite now. Right, because Joshua would still be champion and stuff like that. He wouldn't be fighting Wilder. He wouldn't be fighting fucking Fury. You know, at least Wilder and Fury apparently seem to be fighting in February. At least we've got to mention that. But other than that, man, what's the rest of them doing? Dillian White's failing drug tests. The rest of them can't stay clean. You know, they didn't want to fucking fight. They're passing up world title fights. How's it a fucking great division? People are fucking ducking fights. So I says Joshua had to get Ruiz was it the fifth option or something like that? Come on, man.
We want to be honest,
Boys, let's be honest, as Derek Chisora would say. Ray Sostre has been nominated by Davey Taggart. Ray took issue with the fight guru, putting Vasyl Lomachenko as one of the top fighters in the world. How can anyone say Loma? Who has he faced? And he did lose to a journeyman. What a Bellew, says Davey Taggart. Declan Graffin has nominated Ronald McIntosh for his commentary last night. Multiple stanza offences and calling Tyler McCreary an undisputed top prospect. Yeah, a couple there from Ron. Also Jason Chukwu, he's woken up, nominated Terry O'Connor, Bellew of the Week for another dodgy scorecard. How did he have Sam Bowen winning? No one knows. At least the right man got the decision. I have a couple more, but I shall rest my vocal cords briefly. Any nominations from you, Gabriel?
Did you save Hater Dave Loback's nomination? He did.
I haven't. Yep, go ahead.
He wanted to nom Tim Bradley, who said, I'm going to try to do a Dave-like impression here, so y'all excuse me for 1 second. You want to know why you got your jaw broken against Scott Quigg? Close your damn mouth.
Gabe throwing in impressions there. Impersonations on a Sunday evening.
Was that Dave
Great job.
quality? Give me a scale. 1 to 10, Dave quality.
I don't know. What's below 1?
Fucking
Cunt, bro.
shit. I tried hard. Okay, we gotta get
Crying like a
Below,
little
it's a fucking
bitch.
slurry, by the way. That's what the fucking below
It
one is.
sounded like a mean Gabe Lewis that did. Did a great impersonation of yourself there, man.
Good job, Gabe.
Crying like a little bitch.
Already played it a couple of times. No crime from you, Rob Kelly. Who are you nominating for Bellew of the Week this week? Any throw-in?
I've got a good one. Floyd Mayweather on his Instagram. I've teamed up with International Loops LLC to give 10 of you your choice of a brand new iPhone 11 Pro or $1,000 cash to shop with this holiday season. Various Christmas emojis. To enter is easy. You have to go to this page, Money Made Giveaway. Follow everyone that page is following. Like this video and let us know if you want cash or the iPhone. And then hashtag ad. And then like a 24 paragraph terms and conditions to go with it. So nobody's getting those fucking iPhones anyway. I'll tell you that much. And Floyd's going away with some iPhone money in his pocket. So, you know, that's what you want from the greatest boxer of all time. Selling iPhones at Christmas. Yeah. Like some kind of Chinese repair shop.
So is the double glazing one that he's actually just released them, Now he's just selling iPhones, is it?
He's got a little video
Is
to
he
go with
waiting
it.
Carphone Warehouse now?
Listen, can you hear that?
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, so no, he's got a little video to go with it. I was trying to play it, but yeah, Floyd Mayweather for that one, like fucking hell, TBE. Get an iPhone or $1,000 cash. It looks like one of them dodgy competitions that L wants to be sharing on Facebook, thinking, "Oh, Floyd Mayweather says he gives a new Ferrari to the next person that shares this Facebook mooring down the road. Share, you know what I mean? It looks like one of them.
Go ahead, Gabe.
So sharing things for a new kitchen and Floyd Mayweather's iPhones.
What's that?
I thought you'd unmuted yourself, ready to release your wisdom onto the world. Maybe another impersonation?
No, I think I'm done with that shit for today. I'll leave it for Dave.
Absolutely, I agree. I've got a nomination from Jed Kleemer. This is a good one. Bellew of the Week. What in the name of blue fuck is this?
You
Conor
fucking
Ben
dick.
spending Conor Ben spending cash to go for a bastard beard transplant, only to come out looking like Harvey Price. What a fucking
What?
dog nonce.
I never saw this.
Oh, this is brilliant, Andy. Do you know the British Hair Clinic? Listen, the British Hair Clinic, friends of ours who've done James DeGale in the past, apparently had Conor Ben come round. Boxing's WBA welterweight continental champion Conor Ben contacted the British Hair Clinic because he was unable to grow a full beard. He got a beard transplant.
That is good to believe. That's good to be top of the pile so far. I mean,
That's setting up commentators in the future to say he has a hell of a beard.
that's proof. That's proof that these kids are getting far too much money that they can actually go away and actually think about, I think I might get a beard transplant. I've never heard such shite in my life. A fucking beard
Yeah.
transplant.
You're a man that got the tattoos.
I've never met a
gonna be
fucking
raising.
swank that can fight me.
Quality nomination from Jed Kleemer there over on Facebook. Yeah, he went to the British Hair Clinic and followed in the footsteps of greats like James DeGale. Instead of the hair, he's got a beard transplant. Shout out to the British Hair Clinic. I've got a couple as well from previous weeks that I forgot to mention. For a bit of virtue signalling going on here from 3 different people. First of all, Spencer Fearon, for saying that his podcast had been approached by a popular drinks company, which he didn't name, but he said, I'm not going to take sponsorship off an alcohol company, morals over money and all this. So he decided to virtue signal over Twitter to let everybody know about this decision, how virtuous he is. Also, O'Hara Davis for that bullshit before the Golden Contract when he kicked up a storm saying he wasn't going to weigh in with everybody else because he was the biggest name and he was the A-side. And then the next day, all of a sudden, he's changed. He's a changed man. Someone's obviously had a word with him, so nomination for him. Also, Devin Haney.
He pushed the guy from behind his friend. So he stood behind his friend and pushed his 2 arms out as if to say, meet me inside. Yeah, meet me inside. Come and fight me inside.
Let's go inside.
O'Hara, 1 foot in the streets. Davis, what a prat.
Be safe.
So, Yeah, nomination for him. Also, Devin Haney handing out dollar bills in his hood. Great man that he is, giving out this money. In no way a PR move in response to the previous week when he was throwing the money, Floyd Mayweather style, on his Instagram. All of a sudden, he's out there getting filmed, giving money out to all these people on the block. What a great, virtuous guy he is. Didn't get a tap on the shoulder from the PR people whatsoever. So Haney, Fearon, and O'Hara Davis, for poor choices of character, all getting nominated this week. Rob, any more from you?
No, but I back that Haney thing 100%. Like, you can't. All the people want to do random acts of kindness and film them to fucking make themselves feel all self-righteous. Like, just fucking do that shit in private if you're going to do it. Like ourselves, we don't talk about the great charity work that we do with all your Patreon money. You know what I mean?
No, I've never mentioned it once. Right, there's a definite front runner for me, boys. I don't know what you think. First of all, to you, Gabe, we've gone through the nominations. Let's go on to our picks. I'm going for Conor Benn getting the beard transplant.
I've got nominations, mate. You never came to me for my nominations.
Oh, sorry, Andy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Did anybody catch Andrew Canciel getting released for Golden Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my fuck, man. He loses the fight and then gets fucking his arse is booted out in the street literally 2 hours after the fight. And he's moaning like fuck.
He's shit show, man.
Oh, what man, absolute embarrassment. He says, I feel like a lot of promotions focus on Canelo and Ryan Garcia, and Garcia hasn't even fought anybody yet. And as a co-main event on a big card with no belt, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. I haven't had a conversation with Oscar. He just showed up to the event, said very little words. I haven't sat down with him, and I haven't even talked with him. And next minute he's out on the streets. So he needs a new promoter. That's Andrew Canciel. Did anybody catch the wee sparring session or the kind of exhibition fight between Cesar Chavez and Jorge Arce in Tijuana?
No.
So basically they're fighting each other.
Yeah,
right?
that was brilliant, man.
You see it. So the referees try to break them up, and both of them just kind of start punching the ref.
Throw the referee out of the way.
Push them in the bollocks. That's
brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant. So I want to put up Chavez and Arce. I want to put up Joshua for that look he gave Johnny Nelson, for basically saying that he quit. Lewis Neri, we got that one obviously as well. Somebody asked the question, is Eddie Hearn really the Donald Trump of boxing? So I think that's a really good question. Frank Warren for saying Teddy can give Inoue all sorts of problems. Absolutely, Frank. Bob Arum for kicking Andres Gutierrez out the hotel, I thought was pretty mean and pretty Bellew of the Week worthy as well. And Bunce for that interview with fucking Casemiro yesterday. That was just absolute car crash personified. And I think that's it. But I think Conor Benn's got to be front runner without doubt.
Absolutely. That was rough that Oscar did on Canciel, but at least Oscar's actually turning up to his own shows now, because he went through a period where he wasn't even turning up to his own shows. I think one night he had a show on and he actually turned up to somebody else's show. So Oscar, we've said it before, great fighter, but the guy is absolutely off his nut. But he hasn't got a beard from the British Hair Clinic, and he's nominated Conor Benn for that. Who are you going for this week, Gabe? Bellew of the Week?
Man, there's so many good ones. I can't pick between Neary, the beard transplant. Or does that Bellew of the Week go to Canciel or Golden Boy?
Give it to Canciel because he's got no belt now, has he?
No, he's beltless, promoterless. As much as I love the Neary one, I'm gonna go with the the beard transplant.
As a beard wearer, Gabe knows all about the beards. Any other week I'd have gone for Haz Haroun. I liked him, the way he labelled Dillian White the king, and when asked about what king he was, the guy's a millionaire, done well for himself, top 5 boxer, and then nothing to criticise. Complete whitewash from Haz Haroun, but yeah, it's got to be Conor Benn for me. What do you think? Oh yeah, nomination MB says in the chat, Rob Gutierrez as well, absolutely, for coming in the scales 11 pounds overweight, no less.
11 pounds, yeah. He just basically didn't fucking train at all. Like, didn't he? Just like, fuck this. It's going to show up. I think I'm about right. No, I think it's got to be Conor Benn for the beard. You could just picture Adam Smith saying, "What a beard!" on Conor Benn as he's lying out, knocked out. And Malignaggi go, "What are you talking about? The guy's got knocked out." No, but what a beard! Is that British Hair Clinic? Who did your own hair plugs? Paulie Malignaggi. We'll never forget.
Looks classy.
5% APR on any hair products as well.
the fella with the fucking tattoo was going to have to fucking try and draw the beard on with a magic marker now. Like, and go and get a touch up. Fucking hell. Oh, man. But Floyd is up there with they selling the iPhones before Christmas. Fucking hell.
Hi Floyd, going all eBay on us. Yeah, congratulations Conor Ben, you are the Bellew of the week this week. I'll put the picture up over on facebook.com/boxing asylum.